Hello, Interior Alaska. Joe Cook here with your Wednesday Hump Day Sportscast. We start with some unfortunate news for an Iditarod hopeful. Brent Sass was disqualified from the last great race last night. In a press release from the Iditarod Trail Committee, Sass broke Rule 35, which prohibits mushers from carrying a two-way communication device unless provided by the ITC. Sass was riding with an iPod Touch for music and movies, the same one he used in the Yukon Quest, but the Touch has Wi-Fi capabilities, which is considered a two-way communication device. Sass said it was an honest mistake and he had no intention on using the Wi-Fi. In an Iditarod interview, Sass said, quote, "I have to accept the consequences. I want to apologize to my fellow mushers, my fans, my supporters, my family, my friends, and my dogs." Sass won the Yukon Quest back in February and was trying to become the second musher to win the Quest and Iditarod in the same year. Tuesday night was his last night in Fairbanks, but UAF junior Colton Perico is headed to the pros. As we reported yesterday in the Nanac Corner, the 2012 86 overall pick of the St. Louis Blues signed a 2-year entry deal with the club and reported to the AHL affiliate team Chicago Wolves today. He left at 6 a.m. this morning. Perico will be in the same league as former Nanac standout Cody Koenig. Koenig is playing for the Syracuse Crunch, who are leading the Northeast Division in the Eastern Conference. The Wolves are 4th in the Midwest Division at 28, 22, and 6 in the Western Conference. The Wolves play the Utica Comets tonight and Saturday. Perico finished his career with 67 points, 149 blocks, and 104 career games. He was second-team All-America and WCHA Defensive Player of the Year as a sophomore. The Nanac captain talked about going pro on his last night in Fairbanks.
I love playing here, and that was one of the main reasons it was really tough on me to make a decision, was because of the teammates that I had here, the program it is itself, the coaching staff, and the fans that are here. So essentially, yeah, it was the toughest decision of my life, I gotta say. I can't take this as in a sense that I've made it or anything like that. Obviously, there's a ton of work to be done each and every day, so this is just a building stone that helps me get there, but at the end of the day, it doesn't give me a spot on the roster. It doesn't do anything for me in that sense, so I still gotta show up every day being prepared to play.
The Nanac ski team competed in today's opener of the NCAA Championships in Lake Placid, New York. Logan Hahnemann led the Nanacs, placing 12th overall in the men's 10K freestyle race with a time of 26 minutes, 36.5 seconds. He was the second fastest from the NCAA Central region. Jonas Loeffler finished 38th respectively in 28:36.8. And Atina Marxette paced the women's team, finishing 25th overall, just missing out of the top 20 by about 5 seconds. Her time of 15:40.5 in the women's 5K was one of her best times this year. Skiers will be back on the trails on Friday for the Mass Start Classic race. The regular season and conference tournaments for high school basketball is over. That means the all-conference teams have been set. For the MAC Conference, the West Valley champions landed 7 picks. Ruthie Hebert, Carly Marquez, Amber Smith, and Kaya Campbell for the girls team. Daniel Hornbuckle, Tyrell Peterson, and Charles Sudduth for the Wolfpack boys. Lathrop's Gabriel Howard, Jaden Whiteside, Curtis White Jr., Cole Brenner were all MAC for Lathrop. Jana Hadukovic, Shane Dybert, and Carly Fitzgerald for the Lathrop girls. Shane Hurst and Casey Hudson represent North Pole. In the Aurora Conference, Monroe's Jalen McCullough, Mike Cluden, Edwin Erickson, and JT Mender are all Aurora. Andy Clark and Maggie Wallace for the girls team of Monroe. Hutchison's Mike Benson, Xavier Udebe, Spencer Johnson for the boys squad. Ellie Veazey, Ashley Stark, Katie Hopper, and Katie Peterson for the girls. Micah Helkin and Martise Blankenship are all conference for Delta. Galena's Romaine Harris, Sarah and Evan Buchanan and Jacob Miller were all conference. Lexi Smith, Cornelius Mingo Jr., Antonio Griffith represent Eielson. And Monroe's Frank Ostanek and Leah Stepovich, they swept the Aurora Conference Coach of the Year honors. And in today's Iditarod leaderboard, a familiar name is in the lead. Allie Zirkles, the current leader, as mushers head towards Ruby from Tanana. This is the longest stretch of the race, a 119-mile run. Zirkle is 16 dogs strong. Aaron Burmeister is second. The first rabbit of the race, Martin Boozer, is now third, but he's already done his 8-hour rest. The Seavies, Dallas, and Dad Mitch round out the top 5. Once the mushers reach Ruby, the next checkpoint will be Galena. And that's a wrap for sports. Mike Schultz is next with your full weather forecast, and we'll catch you next time.